the beautiful and talented Dove Cameron. It might feel like she has it all, but behind her accomplishments and her megawatt smile lies a harrowing past full of tragedy, dark moments, and depression. From insecurities about her looks to a heartbreaking loss in her family, the TV actor has dealt with a fair share of sufferings. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In case you're brand new here, hi, my name is Neha and welcome back to another episode of our deep dive series. In case this is the first episode that you're watching, I have curated this series with a motive in order to let you guys know that you should be comfortable in your own skin. You should not compare yourselves to what you see on the internet because social media is toxic. People are definitely representing the real side of their life, the only highlight, the only positive function, the only happy side of their life. And everyone has their own share of sufferings, everyone has their own share of loss and grievances. We should not compare our life to what we see on the internet. That is why I talk about the sufferings, the hardships of the celebrity life, because I feel we as a person definitely consider celebrities as our role models, and seeing only the positive side of celebrities definitely cause us anxiety, depression, and comparison. I have already done an episode 1 wherein I talked about Bella Hadid. So if you want to check that out, then I'll leave it in the I section and also in the description box below. Today we're going to be talking about the most beautiful, the cutest Dove Cameron. So let's get started. Dove Olivia Cameron was born as Chloe Celeste Hosterman on January 15, 1996 in Washington to Bonnie J. Wallace, an acting coach, and Philip Allen Hosterman, a chief executive officer of a trading company. Dove Cameron had a shockingly dark childhood. The first of a series of events that changed her life forever was losing her best friend when she was only 8 years old. Her friend died tragically. According to an article, she and her sister were both murdered by their father, after which he committed suicide. This is something quite terrifying. To even think of losing someone you are so closely attached to at such a tender age is something that's very horrifying. But this was not it. When she was just 15 years old, her family was struck by tragedy when her father, Philip Allen Hosterman, took his own life. She has remained pretty mum about the details of his passing, but over the years, she has shed a little bit of light about her relationship with her dad. In 2016, she posted a touching tribute to her father on an Instagram account, which included a touching yet heartbreaking message. A portion of the caption read, "You still teach me lessons every day and make me laugh as the lessons you instilled at a young age begin to settle into my bones and make more sense. You set me up for the better life imaginable, and I plan to make you proud every single day and never waste it." Losing a parent at such a young age is quite devastating, but I really admire Dove for holding strong and just continuing her life. Many people don't realize that, like many other celebrities, Dove Cameron doesn't go by her real name. She was actually born as Chloe Celeste Hosterman. In September 2017, she took to her Twitter to give the sentimental reason as to why she doesn't use her real name professionally. "My father always called me Dove," her tweet read. "He took his own life when I was 15. I didn't get to say goodbye, so I changed it in honor of him." This was the first tone of her grief because there's a lot more. Self-image is something that's very common. We all have our own share of insecurities, and Dove was no different. Dove also had her own self-image difficulties, due to which she had to put so much makeup, as makeup acted like a curtain on her real face. She wasn't confident in her own skin, and due to which she has allegedly undergone a lot of plastic surgeries, which she has vehemently denied. Although Dove is in a better place right now, she has admitted to feel down about her appearance in the past. When Tiger Beat asked her in 2016 if she always felt confident going makeup free, she said, "Definitely not. I wore a lot of makeup during school." She saw makeup as something fun to experiment with. Dove used the products to cover up how she really felt about herself. I feel getting various treatments done could basically be a consequence of being insecure about herself and about how she looks. I feel bullying is something that is very bad because It can cause trauma in childhood, it can cause anxiety issues, it can cause even depression if it goes to any severe level. Bullying is something that we should never do. Like, it is something that always causes a certain form of trauma that definitely stays in forever, and so happened with Dove. The actress gave an interview to Yahoo alongside her mom, Bonnie Wellis, and spoke about the traumatizing moments she had faced during her formative years, revealing that she had been a victim of bullying in her youth. Some of the most devastating moments of her youth included when a group of girls locked her in a janitor's closet and when other students would attempt to trip her as she walked down the hallways. One thing which I really like about Dove is that she has always been very open about her mental health journey. In an interview with media, she admitted that she had been going through therapy since she tragically lost her best friend at the age of 8. That anxiety is something she has to cope up with often. She had a panic attack the first time somebody recognized her, and it took her a while to get used to it. I feel this is what we need to learn. I have seen a lot of celebrities who actually do not represent what they are undergoing under the cover, right? They're always representing their best life, and that is what causes people to compare themselves. But Dove is someone who is actually portraying what she feels. I have seen a lot of her pictures on Instagram, crying and definitely representing what she feels throughout the day. And this is what we want from celebrities. We want them to come forward and show what they feel in real life, because that is how we could relate totally to them. Dove has definitely shared her journey, because this is true. When we feel connected to someone and we just feel like, okay, she's also going through this and I can also go through that, that is something that actually helps, because people actually tend to feel connected to these celebrities and they are like, okay, he or she is my best friend. I've literally seen people who are lonely just seeing a celebrity or star and making them their virtual friend. And it's very, very important for them to be open about what they are feeling or whatever is happening to them, not just sharing the bright side of their life. But her pain doesn't end here. As in 2019, Dove Cameron lost her dear friend Cameron Boyce. He died from an epileptic seizure, and Dove told that it was a terrible shock when she heard the news from her mother the next day. She said, "If there was a word stronger than devastated that could describe the depth and pain that I was feeling, I would use it." Dove even got a tattoo in his honor, a gun with a rose emerging from its barrel, under the campaign that Boyce wanted to do himself against gun violence. Even after facing so much grief and so much pain, we still see her shining like a star. One thing which I learned from her story is that it's very important to move on. Life is way too fast. You can't even think of anything. It's just like a fraction of a second, life changes. Time is not gonna wait. Time and tide wait for none, right? And one thing which I actually feel motivates me through this story, and I feel you could also connect to it, is that we have our own share of pain and sufferings. Now that you've watched this video and you've come so far, you know how much Dove has faced to come to a position that she is at right now. And all through that pain and suffering, she's smiling through the pain, right? A lot of you might be facing a lot of mental health issues, or maybe just had a lot of sufferings and grief. But that doesn't mean that you are gonna just give up on life. That doesn't mean that you're gonna be feeling that, okay, this is the end of my life, there is no hope, I'm just gonna give up. There is no word such as give up in your life, right? It's very, very important. And now I do understand this is not practical. A lot of us feel these things and we feel like, okay, we are feeling these things, but how to get over it? It's just like that, okay, today I have anxiety and next day I'll get over it. It's not that. But Dove has definitely taught us, no matter how much pain and suffering you face, you have to learn something or the other from it and then just move on. It's very important to move on in life. Life is a roller coaster. It's not gonna wait for you. So if you are facing anything in your life, whether it be any pain or suffering, whether it be any mental health issues, any problem in your life, trust me, there are a lot of people like you. Everyone has their own share of sufferings, but they are still going on. So one thing which we need to learn from this particular story is that move on. Move on in your life, move on from your sufferings, move on from your pain. I know it's difficult, but at the end of the day, this is what you have to do. It's very, very, very important to learn something or the other from an event and then just don't repeat it. Now that I've heard and narrated the story, I feel so sad. Like, even when I was reading her story, I was like in tears because this is a story that I feel is very heartbreaking. And once I used to listen to her songs, I used to be like, she is such a sweet person. But now we see what all she has been through. But still, she's here. She's shining like a star, right? That is what we need to learn. That is what we need to adapt into our life. It's very, very, very important to understand that life is just like a vicious circle, you guys. It's not gonna stop. And you have to learn from the pain. You have to smile through the pain. You have to understand these things. And again, as I said in previous episodes, no one's life is a piece of cake. No one's life is a piece of cake. Whether it be any social media influencer, whether it be any celebrity, everyone faces this damn same thing. You have to understand this and you have to see this and you have to believe this, that I have a lot of other people who are going through the same thing, but you have to take inspiration from this story and keep on going in your life. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. In case you like what you see, make sure that you subscribe. Also, let me know in the comment section below what you learned from this story and who should I cover up next. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, stay positive, love yourself the way you are and keep on going. I am rooting for you. Bye.